stay longer, although so many stones remain unturned. After I've gone, in your memory, sometimes I will return. So much is to be learned. Though there's the will, there is no time left for me to be concerned. I can see a million things I should have done. How can I regret a single every time I try to do no It could be right. Time passes by. Those who remain wondering why, they're the ones who are left behind. It could be right. Although I tried so hard, they would never see why. No one understood, but I can see a million things I should have done. How can I regret a single one? It could be right. Turn back the tide. Over again, often you cried, knowing there is no more time. It could be right. Ambitions die. Or is it that we become wise, seen through realistic eyes? I can see a million things I should have done. How can I regret a single one? Every time I try to do no I can't stay longer, although so many stones remain unturned. After I've gone, in your memory, sometimes I will return. I will return. I will return.
Beautiful, beautiful music. I would definitely say musically, vocally, this is a cut above the rest on this album. And I could imagine artists on the other side of the ocean, artists such as Meatloaf, Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi, who came a bit later, might have been inspired by this song, you know, a lot by this song, because it really gave me strong vibes of Meatloaf's I'll Do Anything for Love, which came a decade later, almost. Guns N' Roses, November Rain, Estranged. So much, you know, this song is definitely a cut above the rest musically. It was deep, it was intense, it was beautifully arranged. They definitely showed their class as musicians in this one.
For sure.
I can't really put this song in the same album. It came out of nowhere for me. This is a cut above the rest. It's a classic song. I can see many artists who came a good decade or so later who would be inspired by a song like this one and took bits and pieces from it. You know, some of the artists I already named, 3 of them, but there are much, much more. You know, REM, so many artists who have similar musical vibes, directions like this song. So this is definitely a cut above the rest. I don't know where this came from, but I can tell you, probably for a musician, this must be the best song on this album. I Will Return. Wow, this was definitely beautiful. It was definitely intense. I really found myself being absorbed by the music, the vocals, even though I didn't make much sense of what was happening lyrically. But the music was so beautiful, that interlude, brief interlude in the middle, where the piano was the most prominent instrument. Wow, that was just beautiful. That was just beautiful. Immediately, Guns N' Roses came to mind. They did it in 3 or 4 of their songs so beautifully. You know, you very rarely come across a song like this, which is crafted as beautifully as this. Hats off to Classic Nouveau for this one. They saved it right till the end of the album. Not many will get what I'm saying here, but if you're a musician and you know what I'm talking about and you've heard some of these artists I mentioned, especially their ballads, you'll definitely know perhaps what I'm talking about here. This must have been definitely an inspiration for these 3 artists to create some of their ballads that came a decade or so later.
And great compliment for Classic Nouveau. I was forced to think about their name while the song was going on, because I felt the same thing, that they were pretty futuristic when it came to music, making music in 1982. When they were making music like this, it was later caught on to by other artists, or we later start to listen something like this, but not at the point when they made this. So there was a lot going on in the song. There was a lot happening vocally. The backup vocalist over here, I mean Mick Sweeney, I don't know how to, you know, address him, but he has a special role and he adds an element.
You think he did that again?
Of course he did that.
Okay.
I am giving all that credit to whoever has done that, but every time that element is very important for it to stand out. And every time when it is added, last couple of songs, it makes the song on a different level. It takes the song on a different level.
Elevates it, for sure.
It definitely elevates it. It was captivating. This was enthralling when it comes to music and the way it was sung. Hats off to the vocalist. We have been very harsh on him, but this was awesome listening to it. I was enjoying it. I was thoroughly enjoying it. And you know, songs like these you don't come across very often. This was, I was forced to think that, again, the year 1982, and they were making this. I mean, what happened to Classic Nouveau? And also, is the Nouveau means what, new kind of thing, right? I'm just assuming, because Nouvelle and things like that. I think it's something current or modern or something like that. That's what I'm guessing. So it's a paradoxical name that they have, Classic Nouveau, if Nouveau is what I think it is. So I like the title of the song, and they do classic plus new.
It's more a style, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We could look it up after we are done.
Okay.
But I think it's more of a style than anything. It's a statement.
Oh, okay.
What it means in French, I think it's a statement.
My French is
novel
nothing.
concept, a new idea.
Yeah, something like that.
It must be something like that. Who knows?
But this was amazing. I Will Return. Everything about it fitted into its place, and everything had a place of its own. Songs like these, I mean, you don't come across that often. And a perfect song like this, when you listen to, you just know.
I also thought of Dream On of Aerosmith. I think that one probably came before this album. Dream On by Aerosmith. Dream on, dream on, dream on. Oh, that was also great music, incredible vocals by Steven Tyler in that one. Steve Tyler. Wow, absolutely amazing. Absolutely
This
amazing.
definitely puts them in the league, different
But
league.
this song and a couple of others, the ones that
The
you
album took
the rest of the album, I don't know. I don't
no,
know.
the album took I
But
think
definitely they show
a
they
good
have
4
talent.
songs to get
Maybe
started.
you know, they are one of those artists you listen to them more and perhaps
They grow on you.
yeah, they'll grow on you. Might be one of those artists, but there are so many of them that you know you don't want to
Yeah.
waste your time getting into one of them.
Yeah, you can't
There's
do
so many such
4
artists. The more
songs
you
to-
listen to them, you
Yeah.
starts growing on you, and you enjoy the music and all. Yeah, but anyway, good one.
But
This
I
was
started
great.
enjoying myself listening to the album from 5th song onwards, and they
Yeah.
started showing their caliber in reality. Of course, the title song is a disappointment still.
Our patron Marco chose a very interesting picture for this album. It kind of is misleading because it shows them with the guitar and the drums and the vocalist, you know, standing in the front. A typical rock band picture.
Motley Crue like.
Yeah, but you know, it's really quite the opposite. You know, they are possibly hunched upon their keyboards all the time. Three
Yeah,
of them.
yeah. Being on the
And
keyboard
singing
mode.
into the mic, the vocalist
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
backing vocalist. So it's a pretty opposite image that should be the album. What Marco
Like
should
deep,
have chosen.
like Deep Purple,
Yeah.
they should be shown on the.
Yeah, Deep
Keyboard.
Purple is different. in
No,
a
but the
way.
keyboards are mostly
Yeah,
portrayed.
keyboards.
The keyboard has to be there. This is good for sure.